What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ryo coming at you again with another one. We're back in the garage again, and this time I've got a little something that a lot of tuners seem to really like. And this is the HKS SQV4 blow-off valve. This one is vehicle specific, so it should just bolt right up, and with a few minor cuts and tweaks, it should just work perfectly on the Subaru. So a lot of Subaru guys will say don't do it. I'm one of them that says don't do it. The reason being is because if you were to go with the vented setup, your car won't have a clue what to do. Now, when I say that, I mean your MAP sensor has no idea what the hell's going on, because here it is reading all this air, and then you go and just vent it off into the atmosphere, and the Lord's just wondering what the hell's going on. So what I'm saying is, if you were to get something like this on a car that has a MAP sensor, this kind of setup, I would suggest recirculating it. Otherwise, you're going to need a speed density tune. And again, this is something that we do. This is something we could tune for, and we could set up for you, no problem. All right, so let's go ahead and open this baby up. Let's try this with one hand, because this is going to be interesting. Now, you're going to find that these instructions are absolutely useless. They are, well, I wouldn't say absolutely useless, but they're not in English. They're not in English. So when you open it up, let's open this baby up. Okay. So when you open it up, it's all Japanese. It's all Japanese stuff except for that part. It says super, hey. There are pictures. The pictures will definitely help, because once you get started, it's going to be interesting. This is one of the more in-depth ones. If you were to install like a blow-off valve, like a Turbo Excess RFL, or any of the smaller blow-off valves, maybe ones that aren't sequential, they're usually easier to install. So that's what the instructions are like. So you kind of have to know what you're doing before you start doing it, because when you open this up, it'll be overwhelming. You're gonna open it up and look at this thing and go, look at all this crap. What in the world? Okay. Now you're probably not going to use all of this stuff. As you can see, there's two block offs. You're probably not going to use all this stuff, mainly because of the fact that this is not one vehicle specific, it's one setup specific. Sort of like if you got an EJ, it'll probably fit for all of them except for the obviously non-turbo ones. But once you get started, you'll kind of get the feeling of what's going on. Here itself is the actual blow-off valve. Now, the HKS blow-off valves have a lot of knockoffs, cheap, eBay stuff that you could find. There's a lot of people replicating these, trying to sell people blow-off valves at a really cheap price, thinking, oh, it's just a blow-off valve, all it does is make a sound. No. This can affect the entire way your car is going to run. Whether it's got a leak, whether it doesn't have a leak, whether you're setting it up to vent or to recirculate. What makes your HKS blow-off valve authenticated and real is right here. You see this right there? I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up properly, but it should be holographic. You should see a ton of colors in there if you don't know what holographic means. As I'm turning it around, it should look like a rainbow, and I'm seeing it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that's what authenticates this as a real blow-off valve. You'll see them on eBay from 30 bucks all the way up to 100, maybe even 200 if the seller is really, I don't know, expecting a lot. But this one here is real. This one did cost me a lot more than what I would see on eBay. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it, or how much you'll pay for it. But because every setup is different, every adapter is different, this part on the bottom here will be different. So I mean, there are differences, but for the most part, you're gonna pay, I'd say $400 plus for a HKS blow-off valve, a real one. So anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna go and put this on, and then let's see how it works out. Give me a second. Yeah, that was less than a minute. Let's just keep going anyway. So here's the HKS blow-off valve installed. Basically, you have the blow-off valve here. You've got like a block off there, like a plumb back, I guess. And then the hose is secured down here. So I can give you some more light, okay? And then, and that's pretty much it. Like, you just want to make sure that everything is safe, secure, nothing's facing anything, nothing's kind of messed up, and just continue on. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so I started it up. Just want to make sure there's no check engine lights. You never know what could happen. It's boosted, right? So it could break down tomorrow. Fucking knows. Who knows? Let's see here. No check engine light. We're good. Come back over. Nothing weird going on here. Let's see what it sounds like. Probably shouldn't do that in the subdivision, but that pop was new. I didn't rev it high enough because I know my neighbors are gonna snap. Now that pop is what you get when you have a car that's tuned to run a certain way. That pop's what you get when the car is tuned a certain way, and you go and change that up, and now it's losing all this air that it accounted for already. So basically the car went, all right, I'm getting X amount of air, and then it accounts for it and it fuels it properly, and then all of a sudden you get rid of that air. It's like, oh, over fuel, have fun. Pop! And that's what you get, a little pop. Let's go for a ride, let's go for a ride. Oh, my camera's gonna die, my camera's gonna die. Alright, so I'm just getting out of my subdivision. So far, I don't hear anything. Whew! Did you fucking hear that? Holy fuck! It's like a fucking gunshot, dude. It was like fucking gunshots. Okay, I'm gonna get in shit for that. Like I'm in a subdivision. I gotta like be calm with that shit. So I guess as long as I don't hear the blow-off valve, like as long as I shift out of boost, I should be okay. Let me try and stay out of boost here. Okay, so I'm not in boost. Set up my top tuner to show me what the fuck boost is. I know I can tell, but just so I can see where I'm popping and where I'm not popping and all sorts of fuckery. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So this is the thing. You can't just modify your car and expect nothing to change. Like you really think, like there's a lot of people out there that think that they can just put a part on their car and then drive their car like it's factory. A lot of people out there think that, and it's not true. All right, I'm gonna make a left here and hit a little bit of boost. doesn't pop all the time. It might be really hard to hear me. Let me... Go figure, the one time it does pop, there's a guy pushing a stroller down the street and it just bang, a fucking gunshot. Great. Great. Thank you. Subaru. Pop. Turn around in here. Alright. Pop! You hear that shit? Whoo! Everyone's looking at me too, like, oh, what's wrong with this guy? His car's so broken, you know? See? Wide open booth. No pop. Oh, that's the external wastegate, if you're wondering what the hell that sound is. Alright, I think I'm just going to head home and park it in the garage because this thing needs a tune. I think it's time to go speed density. So, let's head home and park this thing in the garage because, yeah, I'm going to get pulled over. So... until next time, it's your boy Ryo signing out. That was the HKS blow-off valve. Now that's the HKS SQV4. That's the newest one. And I showed you how to make sure it's authentic. I showed you what it looks like and what it looks like installed on your Subaru. If you're looking for one, get at me. You know the number, 905-853-1677. Give us a call. Let us know what you want. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want a forged blow-off valve for your Audi, Volkswagen, whatever the hell is boosted that you got. I think they make more than just Audi, Volkswagen stuff. But either way, maybe you want, I don't know, RFL. Maybe you, I don't know what the hell you want. I can get it though. So if you're looking for something cool, holla at your boy. It's Ryan. It's Ryo. It's me. You know me. Been watching my videos. Subscribe, like, comment. There's more to come. I will be putting on the intercooler soon, and I will be back at the dyno again. And if it doesn't blow up, then big turbo. It's your boy Ryo signing out. One love. Peace out. Simone Performance. Get at me. You know the number, 905-853-1677. And just keep rocking.